Warren and CJ show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into it. Let's hop into it. This week's was Classroom of the Elite. Um, Personally, this was a rewatch. I don't know how many people
Same.
this was a rewatch for. Okay, CJ was a rewatch. I'm pretty sure most people have seen Classroom of the Elite because uh, it's just one of those. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those ones. Um, and in particular, I don't want to give away too much, but I will say this is one where like I love these type of shows in terms of like the intellectual gameplay and the intellectual like battle is going on. Like I love that like type of mental warfare, bro. That shit is among some of the best anime. Sorry, I'm just putting on my Twitter or my tweet. I'm trying to put out my tweet. My tweet.
It's kind of blowing my mind, that statement you said. And a certain anime that you didn't really finish or get into.
But
It's
anyway,
not adding up.
what JoJo's?
That note.
I never started Death Note.
Oh, you never touched it, period. That's a
No,
sin.
I told you. I told you that a Death Note. It was something that was ruined for me early on.
Uh,
So yeah, so there was like it's one of those where it's like even though I'm sure it's an amazing show and I do plan to watch it, um it was just ruined for me early on, and I don't like spoilers, so it's just it was clip, bro. It was clip. I just couldn't fucking I couldn't do it, but I do plan to watch it at some point. Hopefully, I can just have amnesia. But yeah. So these are the ones that are like psychological, and I love the mental warfare. I think animes like these are super interesting and super dope. That being said, though, um, this being the rewatch, I would say the beginning, like the early episodes of the show, actually managed to captivate me again. Um, I don't remember. See, I obviously watched the season two. And what season three just came out? I think season three
believe
just came
so.
out. Um, I do remember a decent amount of season two, and I remember season one to a certain extent, but I didn't remember everything that went on. Personally, I think the beginning did a really good job of captivating me all over again. I think the fact that I think that the fact that I remembered how the beginning went, but at the same time, it still hit for me. I don't know. It just still hit for me. Like usually, I think on rewatches, I expect the episodes to be slower because you kind of already know. You know what I mean? Like when they're introducing the characters, you already know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's half of the draw, half of the allure is finding out which characters are like this and which characters aren't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna go into this having a kind of like a bad watch because I already kind of knew what to expect. But like I said, the beginning episodes actually did a good job with getting me reeled in again. Ayana Koji, I love his character. You know what I'm saying? The minimalist that does it all. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the genius that is so blatantly he's so blatantly a genius that like I don't know. It almost seems like too obvious, whatever. But like people still can't figure him out. I don't know. I just love his character. Um, what's her name? Suzune. I fucked with her, and I fucked. I don't know. I just fucked with the. I fucked at the beginning because it's just setting the tone, um, off the rip, and it's like you have to figure out the dynamic. You have to figure out how the school works. The fact that in the beginning they're just giving them an allowance, and everyone thinks shit is sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids are fucking spending all their money. They're like, oh yeah, we get 100,000 yen. Oh, we're good. We're chilling, bro. What? We're doing whatever the fuck we want to. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers pulling up to class late. People not coming to class. You got people fucking blowing their whole fucking bag on the first week. You know what I'm saying? And then I loved it because it seemed like everything was good with you, buddy. How you doing, Chris? You got everything working smooth. Everything's smooth, bro. That's my honestly, I love this. I love this part. Everything's smooth. The teacher don't give a fuck. We vibing like, oh, we came to school for what? To have a luxury life? Say less. And then the next month hit, and everyone's like, oh shit, we didn't get our points. What the fuck? We didn't get our allowance. What happened? And then the teacher's just like, you dumb motherfuckers. You thought you was finna do nothing and play stupid and sleep in my class and be fucking worthless and get something? Dumb ass motherfuckers, bro. Oh my god, the teacher cooked them so, bro. The teacher cooked them so bad, bro. And then when they came to find out that like there's a point system and the way it works is that they have to be value and that they have to, prove their worth. I loved it. I love that setting the tone, bro. I loved it. I love this horny ass show. This show is very fan servicey. I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. That's something I forgot about. Um, I don't think they needed it, to be honest. But you know, neither here nor there. I don't think it did. I don't. For me, it really didn't. It didn't do too much for me. Like either way, like bad or good. It's kind of like all right, whatever. But yeah. How do you guys feel about the beginning? Let me know. CJ, silent ninja. CJ.
Yeah. Trying to get my brain to work. A little tired here.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I'm tired
I
of
did
fuck too.
not smoothly get to finish this rewatch. I was on episode 10 because this website kept freezing up on Kiss Anime.
Oh, I meant to,
They
so I have
killing me with
another.
this anime shit, bro.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got another website, guys. I'm gonna post it in the Discord right now. I have a new website. It's virtually the same thing as High Anime. Unfortunately, High Anime was shut down for whatever fucking reason. It's actually really annoying. But what?
Yeah, I'm gonna need
I'm
that.
chilling. Um, yeah. So I gotta hold on. Let me. Where's the WeWatch channel? Eh, what the fuck is it? Regardless, you can continue going. I'm gonna put it in the WeBotch right now.
Yeah, so when I remember like a decent bit of this show, but yeah, you watching it and shit seems sweet. They get in all this money to spend, and it was like very disappointing to me watching how irresponsible everyone was.
Hmm.
They're just over here blowing money. These are supposed to be like elite students and whatnot, and they just had no sense of danger whatsoever, just blowing their money carefree, talking in class, doing
Leap it,
whatever, buying a
yeah.
bunch of video games. I'm like, bro, are we for real? Like, it's hard to believe these kids are like trained to get into this school and actually study and stuff based on their behavior.
Look, Tiny. Thank
And
you, brother.
then
How you doing, man?
come to find out at the end of episode 1, after a month passes, when they expect their money to refresh, there's no money. Then basically, they're like, teacher, where's the money? And the teacher's like, remember I told you, your money is based on what we think your worth is, and you guys are garbage. So you don't get shit. Like all of you guys here is freaking just bad behavior, not paying attention. You guys are all garbage, no money. So now everyone's panicking. I was like, oh shit, now it's heating up. I will say, just like you, I completely forgot this show had so much fan service.
Yeah,
Like, like zero clue, bro. I
you
had
good,
zero
Tiny.
clue this show had so much fan service,
I
which
that
is
I
weird
couldn't
because
right. Like I feel like we would both remember that. Like that's crazy as hell,
yeah,
bro.
normally that's something I remember, but I can remember jack shit about fan
Shit,
service in the
same,
show, and they had a lot.
same. Yeah,
At the and a lot of it is focused on whatever her name is, the girl that's everyone's best friend.
Kushida or Kikia, whatever her name is. Yeah, Kikia.
And I actually didn't like that because like her bubbly personality. It was just
Yeah.
kind of corny for her to have all the fan service. It was corny to me.
Yep.
And
Until it
she
wasn't.
also talks. She also talks like
80% of the show, bro. She's like 90% of
uh
the show, bro.
how do I put it? Like I don't know. Out of their voices, like she sounds the youngest, so it's even weirder.
She got that ooh voice. That's what it is. She got that ooh
Yeah,
voice.
it's
Yeah,
annoying.
it is annoying.
So I'm like, bro, this is. I don't need a close up on her chest every episode, bro. But anyway, then there's Horikita. When I
Yeah.
first met her, I thought she was like an annoying cockroach, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like she was just mean face, straight
Mm,
hating, just being mean for no reason.
facts.
And then she's over here just talking shit to our boy main character for no reason. I'm like, bro, what's her problem?
Just the inconvenience or unwanted acquaintance or something like that, whatever. He is like, damn.
Yeah.
All right.
He's like,
Fucking the
damn, bro,
Vita
like what did
Koji.
I do?
Vita Koji's
Like
so goaded, bro.
she on me. Like, what the hell? What
He
did I
said you don't have to
do?
be like. He's like you don't have to be like that every time.
Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, as expected, you're all alone, no friends." He's like, "What are you talking about? You got no friends." Like, bro, leave me alone. Like, what's your problem, girl? Yeah,
Oh,
she was just like giving me annoying roach vibes, bro. I'm like, what's up
facts,
with this girl? But
facts.
you start liking her more as the show goes on. She she is fairly logical and whatnot. We could
Just
get
season
behind
one.
that.
Just season one. Facts. She's
But yeah,
logical.
that was
She's
my
smart.
yeah, that was my first impression of her. I was like, damn, why this girl so mean, bro? Like, chill out, annoying.
Okay, I feel you. Chris, what about you, bro? And also, Tiny, if you've seen season one, what about you guys? How did you feel in the beginning? And also, was this a rewatch or your first watch? Because as I said, this was a rewatch for me and CJ. To piggyback off something that CJ said, I too agreed that I didn't like Horikita. I remember how she was, and I wasn't surprised by it. It is a little off-putting, and it's like, bro, okay, whatever. But at the same time, I think her being that way makes Ainakoji even better. So I'm not mad at it because his like no emotion slash like oh never mind, blew it, like shit like that. I fucking I don't know. I just enjoy Ainakoji's character, and it made his character even better when he was just like, damn, bitch, really. But Kikyo, the bubbly girl who's friends with everyone, obviously I already knew what to expect from her, but at the same time, I didn't remember her being so overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like I didn't remember her being so 90% of the show type beat. You know what I'm saying? Like I really did forget that because I remembered more of a season two, which is why season one kind of
Same.
caught me off guard again. Because I'm like, damn, this bitch is annoying, bro. And like every episode is a fan service episode, and I'm like, bro, I don't even care, bro. She's just annoying. Like, I don't want to hear this fucking ooh bullshit every fucking episode. Why don't she be my friend? Set me up to be my friend. Like, bro, nobody care about you, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that shit pissed me off. I did not like her character, like, almost at all. Um, but yeah. Chris said, my rewatch, I wrecked it on the wheel. Okay, bet. Loved it off rip. Perfect. Like, and I know you said before that you love the unveiling of the point system. I remember both times. Okay, what's good, bro? I remember both times when I first watched it and this time that I watched it. The point system always hits, bro. Point system always hits because it's just like the teacher becomes the biggest op, bro, the biggest op. And the way she just, for me, the way she just talks down to everybody, she's like, y'all fucking dumbasses. Y'all thought y'all was finna get off fucking scot free, do whatever the fuck you want, bitch, you stupid. Yeah, I love it. The teacher was so good for that, bro. The teacher was so good for that. Oh my God, bro. Um, that was a fun reveal with her. Okay. Finally a banger anime. Okay. Okay, how did you feel about Clash of the Elite? And was it your first watch or rewatch? Following her with the phone and then sees her. Yeah. So as they progress, right? You know what I'm saying? Kikyo, the bubbly girl, is just trying to get everybody to be friends with her. But Horikita, okay, um, her only objective is to get to Class A, and she's the sister of the class president of the school president, not even the class president, the school president. So off rip, we see a situation like at one time where Aina Koji goes out late night stroll and he sees Horikita talking to her brother, and the brother's being super aggressive and like crazy harsh and crazy fucked up, whatever. And as he's telling her she's a disgrace because she's tarnishing the name because she's in Class D, he's the school president. He's saying drop out ahead while you can, and he's about to hit her, right? And as he's about to hit her, Aina Koji steps in and stops Brody with a little. He's like, "Yo, I wouldn't do that, big bro. I wouldn't do that." And then the fucking brother trying to swing on Aina Koji, and Aina Koji's like, "Come on, bro. We really got to do this shit." And he bobbing and weaving, making it look smooth, making it look fucking effortless. Had a bro like, "Oh, so you must fight. What do you do?" He goes, "I don't really do much." And it's just so fire because his nonchalant, like not caring head ass. He's just like dodging and weaving. He's like blocking his shit. He's like, "Bro, you don't want to do this, bro. You don't want to do this, bro." I fucking love Aina Koji, and that was one of the first goated scenes in an anime because I knew he was like low key Himothy, thy third, but this made it even better. Way, way better. He said calligraphy. Yes. He said something in calligraphy. Yes, 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 yes. That shit was fucking crazy. I was like, yo, he's so fucking goated, bro. Oh my god, bro. It's goated. I only watched one time. Might be top 10. Okay. Might be top 10 is crazy, but yeah, that was the first glimpse that we got of Aya Koji being dope, right? You know what I'm saying? And this was also another instance, or this was the first instance that we saw of people's other side, right? So we get to a point where Kikyo is trying to set up Horikita, the girl, the younger sister, to be friends with her because she's trying to be friends with everybody, right? So she gets Aya Koji in on it. Once Horikita kind of like gets a glimpse of it, she's like, "No, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. Y'all motherfuckers is weird. I don't want to be friends with you. Back the fuck up." So after attempt, Kikyo couldn't get Horikita to be friends, right? And at one point, uh, what happened that they were accompanying each other? They was it the same day? That same was that the same scene? The same episode? Where they like tried to get her
Yeah.
to come? Okay, so yeah. So that day after lunch, after the whole setup, whatever, Horikita went home. And then Kiki was like, "Yo, can I talk to you afterwards?" Talking to Aya Koji, and they had that little chat whatever at Aya Koji's room, and then she had like forgotten her phone there when she left, and Aya Koji was like, "Oh shit, like her phone, like let me go get it, let me go, what I'm saying, bring it to her." But he saw that she didn't go up to her room, she left the building, so he's like, "All right, bet, let me go follow her real quick." He follows her, and then he see this bitch start crashing out. She's kicking this pole, losing her mind. Said, "I hate that cunt. I hate that cunt. I hate that bitch. I fucking despise her." And then you hear a text message go to the phone, and Kikyo's like, "Who's there? Come out." And then obviously Aina Koji's like, "Oh well, cover's blown." So then he goes out, and Kikyo is like, "Did you hear everything?" He was like, "Would I be able to get away if I said I did it?" I just love the way he's so fucking like emotionless when he says this shit, but she basically is like, "No, I hate this bitch. Now that you've seen the real side of me, I gotta blackmail your ass." And he's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do? How you gonna blackmail me?" And then she's like, "I'm gonna accuse you of grape." And he's like, "What?" He said, "Grape? I didn't do nothing." And then she fucking puts his hand on her chest. I'm like, this bitch is crazy. I'm like, this bitch is fucking crazy, bro. And he's like, not how I expected it to go. Bro, I fucking love Ida Koji, bro. But that's when you get the real glimpse of like, Kikyo's crazy side. Like she's batshit crazy. This whole good girl bullshit act is just an act. It's just an act. Like she's not like this at all. And Ida Koji's like, I wonder which one's real. The bubbly ooh bitch or this crazy psycho bitch. Regardless, I'm not interested. But he does agree to not tell anybody about her secret. So she can continue to be the whatever fucking way she wanted to be, yada yada. Chris says, "Oh, go back to the teacher. I love that she was chilling in the beginning in the first month to lull them into a sense they dropped the bomb and went full bitch on them. Facts. Now you good, bro. Trying to play pool and type of stuff. Now you good. Yeah, the fight with the brother was insane. For a second, I thought my shit broke again, but it was actually me muting your stream by accident. Now you good, Em. How you doing? That shit never happens to me. I need to move to Japan. Oh my god, bro. You still. Nah, bro. I is just so goated because he's just so effortless and like emotionless, but it's just so funny, bro. He said, "What the fuck did I do?" She said, "Well, you did something now, bitch." He's like, "That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate." Dead. Did you change your camera? No, I just put it back. I put it back on this screen. I had it on this screen before, but I needed to move my monitor closer because I can't see because I'm blind. So I put my camera back over here. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. So that's pretty much what happened. After the initial part, and I loved every second of it. I was eating this shit up, bro. I was eating this shit up. Couldn't put it down. I was like, bro, I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like every episode was getting better. I felt like it was getting more intense. You know what I'm saying? Now we get to find the dualities of the people and shit like that, whatever. And then it hit a wall for me, and I was like, this is unfortunate. I felt a little bit like Ayana Koji. I felt this was unfortunate. But before I get into that, TJ, talk to me.
Yeah, the end of episode 2. I did like that Horikita like automatically knew like this bubbly girl is
Yeah, the
freaking
glare. I can't do
sus.
shit about
Like
the
stay the
glare.
hell away from me. Like no reason whatsoever, just bitch stay away from me. I like that interaction with them. And then at the end of episode 2, when Ayana Koji sees the brother and her having a little argument and he's about to hit her. That whole fight was, the little fight they did. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, okay. My boy
yeah.
got the moves. I like that a
Smooth.
lot, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, this brother is such a dog shit character. Like, he's just ready
Pussy.
to put hands on women, his own flesh and blood,
Yep.
over some dumb shit, too. And then, so he gets stopped. He's about
Right.
to hit a girl for almost no reason. He gets stopped. And then he responds by trying to attack the person that stopped him from beating the girl.
Yeah, he swung
I'm
on Ayana
like,
Koji
yo,
crazy.
this is the school council. This is the president? Like, this is Captain Logic over here? Like, he's just beating people. These hands are rated E, women, children, family, just beating up people for no reason. And he had the nerve to get his punch dodged after he tried to sucker punch him with the backhand. He had the nerve to follow that shit up with 2 more hits where he missed again.
Yep.
Like that's how you know this guy's a real violent person. Like what the hell is that? I'm like, bro, you got dodged on like 3 times.
For real, he
Then he
got
starts
weaves.
like
OD.
basically once he got weaved like 3 times, he starts glazing him like, oh, hey big boy, like what you do?
He's like, I
I'm
know it's like
like,
that.
are we for real? Are we for real? So like this is how you begin a normal interaction with this guy. First, you gotta dodge his first 3 hits, and then you could start a conversation. I'm like, what kind of guy is this, bro? This, I don't know. Like, it's really interesting to watch, but I'm like, who does this? Like, ain't no school council president moving like this out here in an
Facts.
elite school at that. Shit
Facts.
don't add up. So, yeah, that was weird. I'm like, this guy might be a really bad written character, but we'll see. On top of, bubbly girl over here who's
Yeah.
just fan service every damn show with
Every episode, bro.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Couldn't take that shit, bro.
But then we get to the end of the next episode. Well, first they had this whole thing with Pseudo, the red hair guy. He's always raging. He's like failing. They're trying to freaking get him to come to the study group.
Mhm.
He's just refusing, which is another weird thing that's throwing me off. Similar to episode one, I'm like, how did everyone in this elite school not take anything seriously, not
For real.
feel any sense of urgency?
Yep.
How are they acting like such regular people? And then this guy is like, he amplifies it all. Red hair is just delinquent. He
Pseudo.
seems really stupid, like
Yeah.
brain dead, like strictly here off a basketball scholarship or something. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
No brain.
Facts. That's what
So
he
I'm
cared
like, what
about.
the hell's going on? I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Like, this guy is dumb as hell. He's raging all the time, emotional. There's no way he passed the test to get into the school. Like, it don't add up. And they're trying to get him to come to the study group, blah, blah, blah.
Elite, an
And
elite delinquent.
and then he's not coming. So they have to do all these plans and stuff to finesse him. Long story short, they end up getting the test details of previous tests and hand it out to the class. He barely passes,
No, he didn't pass. Remember, he failed.
but yeah, they curved the grade and he missed it by a point. So they're like, "Oh, he's gonna get expelled."
Mm-hmm.
And that's when a boy steps in. He's like, "Yo, I want to use
No
my points to buy a point."
facts.
And the teacher is trying to sell it for $1 million or something like that, and he didn't have the money. So Horikita had to step in and give her points too. She only stepped in because she wants to make it a class A, and she don't want to know any consequences that could happen if one of your classmates get expelled. It might weigh her down, or it might weigh the whole class down,
Yep,
prevent
which
them from
weighs
getting
her
a
down.
class A.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not trying to take no chances. Although she don't really care about pseudo like that, she just wants to get herself to class A.
Facts.
And yeah, at the end of that episode, after bubbly girl over here who's trying to be friends with everyone is failing miserably, we see her crashing out, just kicking the railing, freaking cursing. Her voice gets all nasty, and our main guy caught her in the act where she that's where she tries to blackmail him. And I was like, okay, this is getting interesting here, cause now we seeing like she's not really the sweet girl, but it's kind of obvious she's not though, cause ain't nobody act that bubbly, bro.
For real. Like all up in everyone's
Like her,
face.
yeah, her voice was kind of fake. It just didn't seem right. It was it's two things. I was like two ways this could go. Like this character is also low key really bad. If this is actually what they're trying to portray her
Mm.
as, like a pure character who is just always super friendly and smiling. If
Yeah.
this is her actual writing, this is a bad character. Because on top of that, she's the constant fan service character. So I'm like, this is a really bad character. But then we start seeing she has a dark side. So I'm like, okay, I knew it was coming, but I'm glad it actually came because
Yeah.
we can't deal with what we had going on
Yeah,
this whole
because
time, bro.
yeah, because once you know that she's actually like psycho and crazy, bro, you can bypass all the bullshit. But before it was just like, oh my god, like, do we really got to deal with this shit the whole time? That shit was AIDS.
Yeah, so I'm glad they showed that,
Yeah, I'm goodness.
and she blackmailed him and whatnot. I'm like, okay, we gonna see how that's gonna come up in the future. But for now, it went back to normal where she's acting like her regular self. She's trying to act like the whole incident didn't happen,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're moving on.
So real quick,
I'm loading. Yeah.
that's fine. Karchuk said my favorite scene, made me made me legit LOL, was when they were trying to get the study group going for pseudo. Ayanokoji couldn't get everyone to agree, so he used the bubbly girl. Then he texted the sister to say, "Hey, she's joining," and she helped out. And Susanne was like, "No." He tried to call her. She answered, "No." He started typing out a text, and before he could even finish sending the text, he gets a text with nothing, but the subject line said no. Nah, that scene was actually mad funny, bro. because it is just like I don't know the dynamic between Aina Koji and Hidekita or yeah, Susune. It was just so funny, bro. She was like, nope, 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 not buying it, not letting it happen. Nope, fuck that bitch. I'm out. Nope, bro. I love them, bro. That dynamic is actually dope, bro. So yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good
it
scene.
is. It
Yeah,
is.
that was a good
Even
scene.
though she comes off as annoying at first, like it is a good character to bring out
Yes.
his thoughts and whatever.
Yes, thanks. And the fact that they can kind of like vibe together because they're both loners. You know what I'm saying? They both don't need the attention. They both don't really want the attention. They both don't need the validation. And they're both like fucking like really smart. Um, but yeah, I think that was dope, man. And then following the whole study group bullshit was the actual pseudo incident where it was a setup. You know what I mean? Um, they started explaining the other classes and like people from the other classes, and then this is when we finally get introduced to Ryuin or Ruin, whatever his name is. Ryuin, and he's the leader of class what is it, class C. He's the leader of class C. And he's like this fucking like mob boss ish type dude, right? Like if he don't like what you're doing or he don't like what you say, he gonna get you smacked up, messed up, whatever. And you got to do everything by his rule and his reign, or it's his way or the highway type shit. You know what I'm saying? So now they're um they're getting wind of Class D and some of the potential people in Class D, and obviously everyone's goal is to move up to Class A and have other people, you know, kick the bucket basically. So I don't remember how did he get obsessed with Suzune? What was the reason he was trying to take her out? Do you remember?
I think it's because he heard that she was the one that got pseudo
Oh,
excused from
save.
everything.
Yes, 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 yes.
And yeah.
Okay.
And I believe also he heard about, oh, she's the one responsible for like the whole camera business,
Well, no. So this
or
was
before
because
that.
yeah, this is before that because the whole pseudo incident was basically Class C was trying to set him up because they know they know he's a delinquent. They know he's hot headed. They know he's quick to like do something. They know he's violent. So they sent out three of their little fucking stooges. They fought pseudo, but they faked like they were the victims and that pseudo 1v3 them, you know what I'm saying, to get him expelled. And the whole issue is that like, there was no evidence, right? There was no evidence on both sides. So we don't know who was right, who was wrong. Okay. All we know is that they got into a fight. These three look jacked up. So even though they lost to pseudo, they didn't even get these injuries, these crazy injuries from pseudo. They got it from Rewin's lackey, the big black dude, just started messing him up. Anytime boss says go, he go. You know what I'm saying? This big black bodyguard motherfucker. So they're trying to get pseudo expelled, and now Class D has to figure out how they set him up, what they can do to save pseudo from getting expelled because there's word of mouth versus word of mouth, and there's an inkling that there was a witness, and if there was a witness, it would help them greatly prove pseudo's innocence. So the witness is this girl named Sakura. Sakura is another character where she seems soft, introverted, you know what I'm saying, shy, and all this other stuff like that, whatever. And she is, but she also has an online personality, you know what I'm saying, like a cam girl. She's like a cam girl, okay? So she, takes flattering pics and stuff like that, whatever the case may be. And she's an online presence, but she wears these fake glasses and dresses completely different to hide herself. And she just wants to be left alone. She doesn't want her secret to get out. So she's not saying that she's not testifying that she was the witness. The whole time, she's not testifying that she was the witness, even though some people think it may be her. So in the process of them trying to get her to testify, um, the Kikyo, the bubbly girl, tries to like, oh, like, can we talk? Or, oh, were you the witness? Were you there? You know what I'm saying? Try to sweet talk her into it, whatever. But even Sakura didn't trust her. She was like, no, I don't want to be bothered. I want to be left alone. Right. And then in the process, I think she ended up breaking her camera. the one that she uses for her online presence. So one day she needs to go to the store to get it repaired, but she needs people to accompany her. So she asks the bubbly girl, and the bubbly girl gets I and the Koji to come. But she also has Tiggle. Okay, anyways. So she gets I and the Koji and Sakura. And this is where I thought it was like when it came to the pseudo incident, I thought it was a little bit slower and it kind of was like losing me a little bit, but this is where it picked up for me because we get to the store and we got this weird ass fucking we got this weird ass sketchy ass disgusting cashier dude who's like fucking fawning over her like I can fix it. I can fix it for this. I just need your number, address, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? This nigga is bugged the fuck out. So obviously you see Sakura like she's shitting bricks because she's like, this guy looks disgusting. He looks like he's obsessed with her. Like, like straight up, she is terrified. And then the goat just being the
I didn't
goat.
take it as that though.
Oh, what do you think it as?
I didn't take it as that. I took it as Sakura is just like imagining that in her head because she's terrified of people. She was like
Mhm.
imagining that he looked that way and he just looked like this disgusting creep. And maybe she could like see it deep down in his eyes,
Mhm.
but that's not how he actually looked at the moment. That's how I took it.
Okay.
And even later on, she proceeds to say like Ayana Koji doesn't have that look in his eyes,
Yeah.
and he looks at her different from other people because he's not like thirsty deep down, and she could
Yeah.
normally like perceive that kind of thing. So I think she was like either looking deep down into his like mind, or she was just
Envisioning that. Like,
imagining the whole shit. Cause there's no way that in broad daylight he was moving like that. Cause nobody else really noticed that. They
but
noticed she was uncomfortable, but nobody really seen this guy being a creep like she did.
yes, that's fair. That's a good point. That's a good point because I was kind of wondering that too. Like is he blatantly being this obvious and weird? So yeah, maybe they just showed it through her lens. That's a good point because I thought it was weird that he was overly fucking creepy like that too. I'm like, bro, he just being like this blatant. Like this is insane. She has great instincts, doesn't trust Bubbly, clock the store guy. Yeah, fair enough. You know, that's actually a good point. So that actually probably what happened. But Ayana Koji sensed something was up, right? And he saw the look on Sakura's face and that she was fucking absolutely terrified. So he stepped in, being a goat, and he's like, when it comes time for the repair, you can just contact me. And then the store clerk is like, what? What do you mean? I can't do that. Like trying to like make up some like dumbass excuse. And then and the coach is like, bro, there's nothing wrong with this, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, listen, she gonna pay. You know, she already paid. Listen, if it's a matter of handling whoever is contacted when it's done, I don't see an issue here. That's not against the law. Not against the rules. Chris said, nah, I disagree with CJ on that. The fact that he then assaulted her, he was deaf bugging in front of her.
That's two different things though. That's just him finally being a creep. But she could already pre-see that he's a creep because of her instincts.
I think that would do was just a very appointed generate. I mean, true. Honestly, I see both because I think he could be blatantly like I think he could be blatant. Maybe not as extreme as that was, but I think he could be blatant. And because Ayana did give a look when he said that. Ayana gave a look.
挽回
Yo,
加点胸
Kate,
骨
thanks so much for the
力
follow. I
なき
appreciate
真
you.
珠
How you doing? Um, Ayana did have a look when he said that, and then he looked at Sakura. So he picked up on something. And he's like, this nigga a little creepy though. We going cap here? This motherfucker a little weird, dude. But regardless, I think both are good points, and I think it could have been a little bit of both as well. Um, but Ayana just being a goat stepped in and was like, nah, bro, you contact me when this shit is ready, bro. I want to hear this. So now we get to the trial, right? And honestly, the first time around, I was just hooked on the show. I couldn't get enough of it. I look forward to every episode. But because like I started like I remembered as it was going on what was happening and shit, whatever. And because the surprise wasn't there anymore, um, I don't know. I feel like this started slowing down for me. Like when it hit this trial, I feel like it just went kind of slow for me because we get to the trial, we have the three degenerate, people from Class C. We got Horikita and Aina Koji and Sudo from Class D, and we finally get Sakura to say, you know what, I don't I don't want to have any regrets. I'm going to testify. You know what I'm saying? Because Aina Koji had to talk with her. He was like, listen, like you ain't got to do this for nobody else. If you want to testify for your sake, just do it. Fuck what everyone else says. You ain't got to do it for nobody else but yourself. If you don't have regrets, then that's where you should, you know what I'm saying? That's where it should lie. Because she had told Aina Koji, about her online personality. So we get there, they're like, oh no, it was a 1v3. He's just violent. You guys know how he gets down. Sudo's being stupid and he's being aggressive during the trial. Fucking Suzune is just zoned out. She's fucking starstruck and nervous, whatever, because her brother's there and she's acting like a little wimp, a little sissy. And Aina Koji's like, yeah, we're cooked. Well, guess I better do something, huh? Captain Save a Ho once again. And he starts tickling Suzune to wake her up. She gets up and she starts panicking. She's like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? And it like stimulates her. And then he's like, Suzune, wake the fuck up before we lose this shit. And then that's when she started cooking. That's when she started cooking. She asking like the class C about what's going on. How did it happen? What were they doing there? One of them's not even in the basketball team, so what the fuck is he doing there? And then the guy's like, oh, I needed backup because we all know how aggressive and how crazy Sudo is, making Sudo seem like he's some final boss. Nigga, he in Class D. He a delinquent. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we talking about? Every class looks down on Class D, and now all of a sudden this motherfucker is Himothy third. Okay, bro. So we finally get Sakura to come in. She testifies, and now the person defending Class C is like, oh bullshit, she could just be saying this. What are you talking about? She could be saying this. Like to hammer it home, you used a girl like this. You could have used anybody, but you used a girl like this, and you're just trying to, you're trying to sell the point. So then the school president is like, yo, I'm gonna make my ultimate decision by tomorrow. I'll let you guys know my decision. Let me know that you're both honest. If you're both honest, they both say, yep, we're honest. Okay, bet. And whoever's caught lying is getting expelled. And this is where Aina Koji and Suzune start cooking up a plan. They visit the scene where it all happened because obviously we got the picture of from Sakura. So they visit the area where it's happening and they notice, oh shit, there's no cameras here. So that's why it made sense. There's no cameras here. Someone must have scouted it so there's no cameras. And now there's no way to tell, you know what I'm saying, what was going on besides what Sakura had. And it was just a still picture of them fighting mid-fight. We don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, they install cameras, Suzune and Aina Koji, they install cameras, and they basically get these chumps, Classroom C, whatever, to admit, like, oh shit, like, yeah, we'll withdraw the statement. Because they're thinking like, oh shit, there was cameras there the whole time. I didn't even notice. You know what I'm saying? And Aina Koji spinning it like, yo, the school is always testing us. You know what I'm saying? Like, the school's always testing us. This is just another way for them to test us. If you don't say anything, you're going to get expelled. GG. Say you withdraw, we say we withdraw. Nothing ever happened, bro. Everybody walks away. And yeah, I like the scene, but I thought it was a little slow for me, honestly. Chris said, baffled me why she showed them the pics of her being horny. She could have just showed the pic of them in the annex. There was no need for her to show the pics of her in the bikini. They showed, I think they showed the bikini pic because of the she had led off with like, I think she led off with, I'm a cam girl, like I take pictures of myself because because here's the thing, right? If she just says like, oh, this is the picture of me and then them in the back with no explanation, then I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I think she just led off by saying like, yo, I'm a cam girl. I take pictures of myself, you know what I'm saying, for the internet. And they're all dated. They're all time-stamped. If you see this picture, and it's the picture with them in the background, it says the date and the time. And it was another, she said, I was looking for another picture to take with the sun out and like the lighting, whatever the case may be. And then that's when she caught a pic of them. So I think that's why she did it. I don't think she was like, trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was for no reason. I think it was just like, yo, like this is what I do. This is the reason why I had this picture. CJ?
Yeah, I thought the same thing, Card Chunky, but I was like, nah, there got to be a reason. It's because she's trying to show her credibility,
Yeah.
and she's trying to show the reason why she didn't come forward at first, because she didn't want this secret being released. So that's why she showed the pictures to show why she didn't step up at first and whatnot. But yeah, I agree with you where this part of the show wasn't as good on rewatch. Like the first time around, you're like, okay, how they gonna get out of this shit?
Yeah.
But this particular part of the show, once you start watching it, I remembered exactly how it played out. So there
Oh,
was there was no
wait,
surprise.
CJ, one second. Let me just explain this real quick. So what CJ said, Chris, remember they had questioned her why she didn't say it outright the first time. So in order for her to hammer home why she didn't come out when it first happened was because she was scared about her online personality getting leaked. She didn't want that secret to be leaked. But that like to hammer that point home and to explain actually why she didn't come forth first, first thing when it happened was because she's a cam girl. She don't want people knowing she's a cam girl. So she said like, I didn't want anybody knowing this. This is my secret, but I'm a cam girl. I was taking pictures, yada yada yada, and then this was what happened. So I think the bikini pic was needed. Like I understand what you're saying, but I think it was needed because she's just explaining. She's like obviously like if she just put a picture of her and them in the background, and like, the fuck are you doing there? Why were you there? Like there's so many questions, but especially like why she didn't come out off rip and say, yo, I caught these motherfuckers getting crazy, getting wacky. This is why. So I think to what CJ said, it was a good point because like she didn't want her secret to be leaked. But continue, CJ. Go ahead.
Yeah, hmm, what was I saying?
This part
Da,
of
da,
this
da,
part
da,
of the episode. This
da.
part of the anime.
Yeah,
It
yeah. It didn't hit the same because it
ain't the
like
same.
we immediately knew everything that happened here, and that's not necessarily a bad thing in most shows where we know what happens, but you
Mhm.
still enjoy it a lot anyway. In this show particularly, I remember on the first watch, it was
Promotion
cool,
is crazy.
but I remember the outcome of it all. I was like, okay, the writing wasn't so genius in how they solved this,
Yeah.
but it was good enough.
Mhm.
It was good enough, and I really liked it. But on rewatch, it was like, okay, once you know exactly what happens, there's no genius to this writing
Facts.
because it barely like scraped by the first time. So the second time, it's like, this wasn't enough for me. Just the whole tricking them with the camera and
Yeah.
it all playing out perfectly. I don't know, something about it just felt a little lazy.
It
But I
felt too
didn't
convenient.
dislike it on rewatch. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't dislike
it
it
felt
either.
too convenient.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Hmm.
it felt too convenient because I partially thought that the first watch, but now it really hammered home. It's like, okay, we have no surprise elements, so it's just all too convenient.
Yep. And it also, not to cut you off, but it also kind of like, I know for me, it
I'm
was
done.
just okay. Okay. It also got too predictable. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just always too predictable because you didn't even if you don't know exactly how it's gonna happen, you know who is gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna happen every time. It's just so predictable. So I don't know. It kind of felt like, all right, bro, like we get it. Almost like maybe can we get like a little surprise, a little shock. Um, but yeah, that pseudo arc was kind of like for me, not to say the downfall, but the decline a little bit for me because it got slow and it got like kind of airy and fillery, and then I'm just like they probably could have done these episodes in a shorter manner and even made this bitch like 10 episodes and I would have been okay with it. You know what I'm saying? But after after that was when we get to the boat, to the cruise, right? To the summer
No, no, no,
vacation.
no. Wait, you forgot the part where Yeah, the creep shows up for Sakura.
Oh shit! Yes, 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 yes. My fault, my fault. Yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. So the creep, the creepy store dude that we didn't know whether it was like real time of him being a creep or not. Um, well, so Sakura was getting like messages and emails, whatever, and um, at one point she was just like, I don't know where she was walking. She was walking home or she was like walking through the mall. I think she was at the mall. I think she was shopping at the mall and she felt someone. How you doing, Angel? She felt somebody following her, right? So then she kind of like hightails it out of there. She starts leaving the mall. She starts walking really fast, and she knows for a fact now that somebody's following her. Somebody's on her trail, somebody's on her ass, and she's trying to get the fuck up out of there. Then come to find out, it's the creepy store clerk that fixed her camera. The same one she was petrified of. Now we know why. And he's like, Shizuku-chan, Shizuku-chan, it's me, your biggest admirer, your biggest fan. Don't run from me. Like being a weirdo, being a fucking creep, and all this other weird bullshit. And then she's obviously like having a panic attack. And the miss having a panic attack, she knows she's in danger. So she's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? She remembers that Ayana Koji said, anytime you need help, bro, call me. She calls Ayana Koji, but as she's calling Ayana Koji, this motherfucker leaps at her and like holds her against the wall and like makes her drop her phone. Makes her drop her phone and then like kind of like tackles her to the ground and is like asserting himself on her, right? So he's like pressuring her. He's like, you don't have to call. Like, it's just me. Like, we'll be fine. I'm this, I'm that, whatever. And just I forgot exactly what he said, but he was just being weird, talking about like, um, he wants to express his love or some shit like that, and he wants to express how much he cares for her, and they were destined to be together and shit like that, whatever. And while he's like looking at her, obviously like disgustingly, and as he's about to attempt to sexually assault her, all you see is flick, 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 and his Ayana Koji in the background just taking pictures. He's like, so this is what you're doing. I'm like, I'm like, Idagoji is so dumb, bro. Because obviously he gets the call, and when he picks up the call, he just hears like something like kind of that doesn't sound right because he doesn't get to hear her really. He just hears like some muffling and some rustling in the back, and he's like, something's probably wrong. So then when he pulls up to be Captain Saberho, he just takes the pictures like, so this is what you're doing. That shit had me like the scene wasn't funny, but that in particular was funny as shit to me. And he came there with Ichinose, which is the leader from Class B. They had some, relationships with Class B, and they were very friendly. Had an amicable situation, in which he had helped her like turn some girl down because originally she wanted to like she wanted to turn down this girl who had a crush on her. Talking about Ichinose, Class B, um, and she was going to use Aina Koji as her boyfriend, but he said no. Takes real feelings, real courage to admit that somebody likes you. Handle it on your own. And after that situation, they were kind of like just talking about it, and Ichinose was like super thankful, whatever. So they were talking. He gets the call, and then that's when he pulls up. He pulls up with Ichinose, pulls up with the police, and the police go and get this motherfucker, this creep dude, and he's like, "I can't believe you lied to me this whole time. This is wicked, bro. Like, you're ugly, you ugly fat bitch, ugly, whatever." And he gets taken away. He's gonna get prison time, whatever the case may be. And then, Anakoji's just Captain Sabo. This show was so progressive, showing some lesbian love. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect that, but I was cool with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Um, yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. But that scene was I remember watching that scene in the beginning. I was like, "Oh shit, bro, is he even gonna make it?" But like on rewatch, I'm like, "Of course he's gonna make it, bro. He's fucking Ayana Koji, bro. Like, there's no way he don't pull up, bro. He's him. He's him at D third, bro. Come on, dude." But yeah, that was like the finishing off of the pseudo arc. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like pseudo slash Sakura arc because she had a big spot in that scene.
Yeah,
CJ,
I'm
want
gonna
to add
get
anything?
into that.
Go ahead.
So first off, Ichinose, she's she's also a super friendly character that everyone loves, friendly with everyone, but she is significantly less
Different, yeah.
overwhelming, significantly better voice. and
Mm-hmm.
just like not a corny ass character,
Facts.
unlike Bubbly Girl. Now, with that said, okay, going into the whole alleyway thing with the freaking guy trying to grape her. I thought this could be the downfall of the entire show
Mm-hmm.
because number one, this whole pseudo arc was kind of slowing down stuff
Yep.
because we had too much of this dumbass on the screen and plot convenient trial and whatnot. Then we get to this. I'm like, okay, we got a little side arc with Sakura going on here.
Facts.
And I'm like, I don't know, the show's losing the focus. Now we got this whole Sakura arc coming up. It seemed like there was going to be a Sakura arc coming up here. Thankfully, it was resolved fast, but going into it, I'm like, so as we know, this show has a ton of fan service.
Yes.
And then going into this alleyway scene, I'm like, yo, are they gonna use this as an excuse to rip all her clothes off? I'm like,
Oh no.
bro.
You were thinking that? Oh
I'm
shit.
like, yeah, I was like, please, bro, please don't try to use this as fan service, bro.
Yeah, no, no. That's bad. That's
I'm
bad
like,
vibes. That's bad vibes.
yeah, I'm like, you.
Yo.
This show already got too much going on in weird ways that's unnecessary. If they freaking use this to take her clothes off, I
It's
don't know, bro.
GG's.
This is just too much. It's
It's
just too
GG's.
much. If the whole point of this creep was just to get her undressed, like this shit is too much. Thankfully, it didn't get to that point because Captain Plot Convenience shows up with a with the cops and everything, with a perfect plan, camera in hand. You know, plot convenient, but at least it got us out of that bullshit.
Nah, I was happy
But
about
yeah,
that.
that's all I got to say on that.
Okay, fair. That's fair. Yeah. There's like I said, we knew Iron Coach was gonna be like Captain Save a Ho. He always is. I mean, there's just time and time again. They're just get. I mean, and listen, rightfully so, like giving him love, whatever. But we knew it was gonna happen, and like I was saying before, this was like kind of slowing down because it was becoming predictable. And even though, like, I remember on first watch, it was okay, right? It was okay, but when you're expecting it, it just hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't as enjoyable on rewatch the second half of the show because it was just too predictable. I knew what was going on, and they didn't do a good job like with like captivating you again. You know what I'm saying? Like holding the suspense. Um, they introduced new elements, but like I don't know, some of them are like kind of like just like poorly timed. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This particular part, I was thankful and happy that Anakoji made it in time to stop that from happening, or whatever. But like the pseudo arc was kind of just like meh. Now we get to summer vacation, and every class goes on a cruise. You know what I'm saying? They go on a cruise, and they're gonna spend their Oh wait, no,
Well,
no, I
you,
lied.
y-
I missed something. I missed something. I missed something.
yeah,
I missed something because I didn't like this at
uh,
all. I didn't like this.
damn near filler.
Yeah, this was filler. This was 110% filler. Big Biggie, what's good, baby? Happy birthday, brother. How you doing, man? Can we get a big birthday shout out for my boy McBiggie in chat, bro? Happy motherfucking 30th, bro. I hope you enjoy it, man. Much love, bro. Fire pitch, to be honest, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad you liked it. Um, this point in time was complete filler for me. Uh, complete filler. We get a scene where I guess it's the start of summer break, and it's like everyone's going to the pool, right? Everyone's going to the pool, and like what is it, Ike, Yamaguchi or Yamauchi, whatever his name is, whatever, and Sudo and like that delinquent posse, they're trying to commence this operation, um, lustful youth or youth, like yeah, lustful youth or some shit like that, whatever. It's young lust or some dumb shit. I don't know. I forgot what they named the operation, but basically they're trying to get all the girls and guys to go to the pool, okay, and they're trying to set up cameras in the girls' room to see them unclothed and naked and shit like that, whatever. Just being stupid, horny, gross, young, dumb idiots. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. There was for me there wasn't a lot to explain really. It was meant to be comical, to a certain extent. It was meant to be like, I guess, like lighthearted or something like that, whatever. But it completely missed the ball, and I personally just did not need this at all. Um, CJ, you could go into it. I mean, I really don't care for it, to be honest. If anybody wants to talk about it, we can.
Yeah,
But I didn't really care for
it's
this
like
shit, bro.
a standard beach episode, but with a slight twist. A twist that ain't saucy, but
Yeah.
anyway, it was basically another episode to focus on this bubbly girl's chest, bro. And I don't even care about this annoying character in the first place. So it was like, here's your 50th reason to look at this girl's chest. That's all
Yep.
this episode was. That is literally it. So I'm like, there's a whole dead episode right here. Nice. After we just came off the weak ass pseudo arc,
Yep.
we get a whole filler episode focused on fan service.
Insane.
Right after a girl almost got grape. I'm like, okay, bro. Is this all we gonna do? Like, we need something. We need something. We need some content.
Nah, for real, bro. I couldn't. I don't know. That part wasn't hitting for me, bro. It was not hitting for me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was kind of just like I think it was just a waste of time for real. For real. I think it was just a complete waste of time. I didn't need it, didn't want it. They showed instances where like Classroom C and Classroom A clashed, and also Classroom D. Um, those I don't know. It was just stupid, bro. That's why I was gonna skip it because I tried to forget it because it was just stupid. Like this lost points for me. Did your back crack when you woke up this morning? Did my back crack? No. Oh, you talk about
Yo,
McBig. Yeah, okay, my fault. Go ahead.
also there was that scene. I forgot exactly where this scene came up, but where that Class C, the leader,
Zero's good. Yeah.
he
Ryun
he's like walking with the
with the big
he's
dude.
like walking with his big guy, and
Yeah.
the the girl confronts him, and like long story short, like big dude just tossed that girl to the side into the railings,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, hello, like this. Is there not consequences for this shit? Like we tossing girls into the walls and shit. We over here like
Yeah. Nah.
just straight up beating up girls around here. The
It's
president
crazy.
is trying to beat up girls. This guy's beating up girls.
The fucking
I'm
clerk,
like,
the cashier, trying to grape. Yeah.
like, I'm like, what's going on here, bro? We just straight beating up girls and going after them, and
Yeah.
not
That
to
shit was
mention the
wicked.
whole episode of setting up camera to see the girls. It's like, god damn, we got no respect for the girls around here.
Like it's crazy, bro. It was crazy. So like I said, that scene was kind of irrelevant, but I guess the next and final impactful scene or arc, I should say, arc is the cruise arc. They all go on a cruise, a summer vacation. Um, I forgot the premise of the cruise, whatever, but the real reason for the cruise is the fact that they were being taken to an island where they were going to be tested again, right? They're going to have another test, another like something to like measure where they rank, and what I'm saying, like who gets X amount of points, and also the dumb shit, whatever. So they basically put on an island for a week to survive. And there's a set of rules that they have to abide by. So each of them has to have a leader. They have to have a spot. You get extra points from saving the points that you have allotted. You get extra points for figuring out the leaders of the other classes, because you can make anybody the leader of any class. Okay. But you can also get points taken off for guessing the wrong leader. You can get points taken off for some people dropping out early, but you can never go negative. You can only go to zero. And you can only change your leader under dire circumstances. Like it has to make sense. You can't just switch leaders because of whatever the case may be, right? It has to make sense. It has to be something like health related or something dire. So off rip, you got people going out scouting for spots. People like looking for spots, whatever, to set up camp. And this is where like everyone's kind of assuming and appointing their leaders. So for Class D, where they're watching closely, you kind of see I forgot what it was. It was the guy with the girlfriend. He's like the boy version of Kikyo, the bubbly girl. He's like the boy version, but he's just like a reasonable character. And he has people just like basically split up into teams of 3. Go find a fucking spot. It's who is it? What's this guy's name? Koenji. It's the fucking pretty boy who like the muscle dude who literally just like takes pictures of himself and just says beautiful and doesn't care, and who hasn't been there the whole fucking season. You see him like twice or 3 times during the whole season, and then now you see him again. This motherfucker is Tarzan himself, swinging, jumping, fucking acrobatics, doing all this shit, just running off, and he deadass just runs off to not be found again. Like deadass runs off to not be found again. He gets introduced for another 40 fucking seconds, and then he's gone. I'm like, okay, Tarzan, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is going on? So like, he's gone, and now you have Ayano and Sakura, and they find a spot. They find a spot where Class A is setting up, and then Class A flashes their leader card. Now it seems suspicious, you know what I'm saying? And you even hear the guy that's with like Classroom A's actual leader. You hear him say like, "Oh, this is why you're so dependable, leader." You know what I'm saying? Kind of being obvious. You know what I'm saying? Kind of being obvious, flashing the card for good reason, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And then the guy, the bald guy, Katsurugi, he's like, yo, like, don't do too much. Just kind of keep it low. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who's looking, who's out there, whatever. And he even suspects that somebody's out there, right? He suspects somebody's out there. And before he started going to look in the trees and the bushes, Ayano already realized, like, yo, hold on. He gonna think we out here. We gotta fucking just hide. He grabbed Sakura because she's about to step out and reveal herself before they came out. And he hides. Just immediately hides. He's holding Sakura. They're hiding. And then bro comes out, looks for anybody, doesn't find anybody, and then goes about his business. And then that's when like Ayano is like, something's up here. But we at least know where Class A is. Now we get to a point where like EK, one of the delinquents, finds a good spot for Classroom D. And they're setting up shop, woo-de-woo, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They say, oh, you're so reliable, cool. And now it's time for them to appoint the leader. They don't want to appoint Kikyo or the dude who's like Kikyo as leaders because it's too obvious. So they say, okay, we need somebody reliable. Let's make Suzune the leader. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Oh shit. Damn, Tiny, 200. You had 200K points? Holy shit. Yo, W Tiny in the motherfucking chat, bro. Redeeming VIP. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Just VIP my boy real quick, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tiny, bro. That's insane. That's love right there. That's love right there, bro. Appreciate you, my boy. Boom. Shut up, M. I've known you for so long. But yeah, anyways, getting back to the story. So we're to a point now. They make Suzune the leader of Classroom D, and now they're going on a little tour to see everybody else, right? They were going on the tour to see everybody else. They see Classroom C. Classroom C spent all their points day 1. Ryuen, chilling. They got fucking jet skis. I don't even know how the fuck they got jet skis. They got jet skis, volleyball, food, barbecue, grills. Everybody fucking swinging off vines into the fucking river and shit. Hey, living a best life, going crazy. Spent all of their bread. Every single one. Every single second. They spent bread. But yeah, it was all. Um, sorry, I was getting a message. It just give me it just sidetracked me. But yeah, they just straight chilling. Rian says, "I don't really care about this shit, whatever, bro. We just spend all of our fucking points. We just vibing, bro. We moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Shout out to Lawrence. Um, we go to Classroom B. They're chill, amicable, cool. Nothing crazy, nothing like wicked. You know, you just see everybody working together, having a good time. Nice. You go to Classroom A. Classroom A. Um, the one dude is just being weird. Is like, nah, you're not allowed in here, bro. And they're like, yo, why not, bro? Like, there's nothing saying that we can't see and scout. Like, we just want to see what y'all up to. Why are you being so weird for? You know? And he's like, nah, bro, you guys shouldn't be here. And that's when the captain, the leader, unsung leader, bald dude is like, yo, if y'all want to come in, that's fine. But just know if y'all act crazy, I got people with sticks and bricks. Dead ass. Had people with sticks and bricks ready to beat ass. And the Koji and Susanne, they walk in, they see what's going on. They're like, okay, all right, all right. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of, kind of go about their business. To make a long story, might do it for rewatch. You should, Tiny. To make a long story short, I don't even know if I can make a long story short because this one also was slow and had a bunch of bullshit for no fucking reason. But anyways, at some point, right, we see this girl from Classroom C. So remember, we assume that everybody from Classroom C, they're just gonna go home after the day is over. They spent their whole money. They're just gonna go back to the ship and enjoy summer vacation. They don't really give a fuck. They can't get negative points, so what the fuck does it matter? So we assume that everyone's going home. We see this girl from Classroom C who got beat up, and Classroom D is like, "Yo, just come with us. We got you, bro. Just
Another
come with us."
girl beaten up.
True, another girl beating up. You're right. So they assuming that like, all right, shorty, whatever, bro. You got fucked up. You can come with us. You know what I'm saying? We'll trust you. We'll take you in. And she's like standoffish and she's feisty, whatever the case may be. And they're like, you ain't gotta be like that. We will accept you anyways. It's fine, whatever. And now there comes to a point where there is the fucking panty thief. Okay, there's a panty thief. Somebody took um the guy version of Kikyo. I keep forgetting his name. We'll call him Capitano. Somebody took Capitano's fucking girl's drawers. Someone took her panties. Like, what the fuck? Why did somebody take her panties? This is weird as fuck. Now, in order to find a thief, they're like, all the girls are blaming the guys. They're like, y'all took the fucking panties. All the boys need to be checked. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all weird. We need separate areas and all this other shit, whatever. And then Capitano's like, hold on. Before we get crazy, let me just check all my guys, bro. I'm gonna make sure, and y'all can be here for the check. Check all their bags. Nobody has it. However, someone does have it, right? EK, somebody took the panties and planted it in EK's bag. EK is fucking freaking out, and he's like, yo, please, yo, please. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? He gives it to he gives it to Aina Koji and says, I'm sorry, dude, figure it the fuck out. Aina Koji's like, what the fuck? All right, well, put it in my pocket. And everyone's bags are checked. The girl's like, nah, bro, that's not good enough. Pat everybody down. So now everybody needs to get patted down. Capitano's doing the pats himself, checking everybody. He checks everyone, pats Aina Koji, he goes, yep, just what I thought. No one has it. No one has it. And the girls are just unhappy and they're like, oh, I can't believe this is bullshit. We need separate living systems. So Aina Koji calls him over. He's like, yo, bro, why don't you out me? And Capitano's like, yo, did you actually steal these? He said, no. He's like, all right, that's what I thought. I didn't think you stole them either. Somebody must have did some crazy shit. Find out who it is. Report back to me. I trust you, bro. I ain't with the bullshit. So this is suspect number one. Remember, and they just had adopted that shorty who got beat up from Class C. I feel like I'm fucking rambling, bro, but this is like literally what it is.
Nah, go ahead.
Like, bro, I feel like I really feel like I'm rambling, but this is exactly what happened. So, in order to like to find out whatever, Aina Koji's doing his own separate mission, like thinking about what could be going on. He's kind of like doing his own little investigation. He actually goes and visits, right? He went to go and visit where they picked up the girl from, because he's suspecting everybody. So he went to go check out where they picked up the girl from, and he ended up digging in the spot where she was found, right? And he found something. Now we don't know what he found at the time, which is later revealed, but he ends up finding something. Then here's the second incident. Right after that shit just happened, bro. They're out there. I think like they're trying to get food or provisions or whatever the case may be, and um, what's it called? One of the delinquent dudes, it's not EK, but one of the delinquent dudes puts mud on Suzune's head. And she's like, bro, the fuck is wrong with you? She fucking tosses this motherfucker onto the ground, almost breaks this motherfucker head open. I and the coach had to beat her to fucking literally pushing the blower as this motherfucker would have been cracked open, dome cooked, like cooked. She was like, play with me again, fuck around, find out. So now she got to go take a shower. She's already not feeling well. I and the Koji already confronted her saying like, yo, I knew something was up. You don't want to do anything. What's going on with you? You're sick. You got a fever. Okay. So now Shorty got to go wash her hair off. She needs to go to the lake. She's doing a full wash, and as she's doing a full wash, guess what? Guess what is missing? Oh shit! Her leader card. When they were getting the provisions, right? I and the coach was like, "Yo, like, can you show me what the card looks like?" And she's like, why? He's like, because I remember when I saw Class A, one of the dudes flaunted the card. I just need to make sure that it adds up, that it's both like that. I need to make sure that it's the leader card because I've never actually seen it. I need to see it. She flashes the card, makes sense. Boom. This is what the card looks like. He's like, I don't even know if that's actually it. It was kind of far, but all right, thank you. Now, when Shorty come back from taking her bath, guess what's missing? Oh shit, the cards. Yep, the leader cards. You guessed it. Now what happened? Oh shit, there's a fire at the campus. There's a fire at the camp. Everything is just going array. Everything is going all fucking buku wonky crazy. And then I remember that I and the Koji looked at everybody. He was looking at everybody to see their reactions. Who's not surprised? Who's freaking out? Who's panicking? What's going on? He looked at the suspect, which is the girl from Class C, and she's genuinely shocked. She's like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? And now everyone's panicking, like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody would do this. Get the fire extinguishers, get some water. They finally put the fire out. Guess who's missing? Girl from Class C. You got it. You guessed it. That bitch is missing. Guard is missing. Boom. Suzune goes after her. And the whole time I'm just like, bro, this is a bunch of bullshit. Like, they really just doing whatever right now. Get me to the good stuff. And finally, we got some good stuff. Okay? Suzune finds the girl from Class C. And she confronts her. She's like, bitch, I know you took the fucking key card. You used the fire to get out of here, bro. What's up with you? You took the panties too, bitch? You did the fire too, bitch? She's like, well, one thing you're right about is I did take the key card. Now what's goody? Swings on her. Ooh, weave type shit. And now I'm like, okay, we're getting a little active. Finally, we got some fucking action, bro. I'm like, we've been waiting for God knows how long to get some action. We finally got some action. And I don't even mean fighting action. I just mean action, right? So now they're talking and they throwing straight up hands. I'm like, they literally going blow for blow, you know what I'm saying? Like ducking, bobby weaving, fucking parrying and shit like that, whatever. Shizune gets kicked once, whatever, and kind of stumbles. And then she's like, I bet I see how you moving. And then this bitch is like, oh, do you study something? She's like, I did a couple defense classes and they fucking getting active. And then even Suzune gets a little something on a girl from Class C. And say, okay, bet. Now, I forgot exactly what was said, but we do know that Suzune was feeling under the weather. And basically, the girl from Class C said, yo, I did something or something happened, whatever. And then Suzune got shocked and got fucking spinning bicycle kicked to the fucking ground. I was like, oh shit. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. What the fuck? Fucking Suzune gets knocked down unconscious. Girl from Classroom C, you see her reporting to somebody, and you see everything go black. CJ, would you like to pick up from here? I thought I've just been talking for how long.
I'm not gonna pick up from there, but I do agree with what you said earlier. Like the freaking blonde, muscular guy, you see him like for 5 seconds the whole show. Then he
Sure,
shows
you, baby.
up
How you doing,
here.
brother?
He's Tarzaning through the freaking woods.
I'm coming over to you, baby. Don't
and
worry.
And then he's gone. His ass is gone.
Bro, I'm dead. Yo, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Yo.
I'm so annoyed. I'm like, yo, what? Like, I'm like, what the fuck actually just happened, bro? All right. I'm trying to, guys.
Yo.
I'm trying to sum this up the best I can, bro. There's a lot of bullshit, but I need to explain it because I can't just jump. Unfortunately, I can't just jump. But I'm gonna try to just be done with this. So now, after this bitch gets drop kicked, she wakes up. Susanne wakes up and she's with Ayana Koji. He's like, "Yo, I brought you here because I saw you on the ground, out in the rain, bodied, dirt all over you." And then Susanne tells him what happened. He's like, "Oh, okay." So then, as Susanne's talking, you see him put his hands on Susanne in a gentle manner, but he's hitting her pressure points, and you're like, "What the fuck is he doing? Is he trying to choke this bitch?" But he's not. He's not trying to choke this bitch. He hits the pressure points, slowly applying pressure, and then she's slump god. Okay? He brings her to the tent and says, "Yo, she has to retire. She has to drop out. I know we're gonna take negative points, but she's out. She's cooked, bro. She feels bad. She got fucked up. Take her out of here." Now we cut to where the girl from Class C was reporting to the guy from Class A. So now we're like, what the fuck? Class C is working with Class A? I thought, wait, what? What happened? And now Class A is like, yep, I got everybody. I got all the leaders now. I got it all panned out, bitch. All panned out. We get to last day, finally. Oh my God, finally. We get to last day. And then the teacher's like, all right, I'm going to reveal who won. Before she reveals, we got Ryuin looking like he aged 40 years because he ain't have a fucking cut in like 6 days. He got full fucking facial hair and everything. He's like, hey guys, guess what? Me, I'm back, bitch. I never actually left. Everybody else from C left, but not me, pussy. Guess what? I got it all figured out. So he's talking mad shit like, oh, I'm about to spin the whole shit on its axis, bro. Everybody finna be confused. Everybody finna be surprised and shit like that. It's not gonna work out how y'all think. The teacher goes, all right, Class C, you came in last with 0 points. Dumbass, stupid. Ryuin is like, what? What? How? What? Because he thought he had it all figured out. Class A, you're second to last, dickhead. Fuck is you talking about? They're like, bro, what? The fucking leader of classroom A is like, we had all the leaders. What the fuck? How did it even happen, bro? We in cahoots with a whole class. We out here mobbing with Class C. How is this possible? Classroom B, you guys came in second. Good shit. And classroom D, you guys came in first. Good job. And then ends the episode. Ends the episode. Yeah, episode over. So now we're like, as a watcher, you're like, what the fuck? They just did all this for that? What the fuck? And then the last episode comes, and it's like, oh shit, how did this even happen, bro? Susanne goes to Ayana Koji because obviously we know what happened. Ayana Koji came through because he's Timothy III again. So he explains that he had found a walkie-talkie from the shorty from Classroom C. He put 2 and 2 together. When he went to go visit Classroom C, the only thing Ryuin had that was out of the ordinary was a walkie-talkie. He put 2 and 2 together. Okay, they're in cahoots. They're plotting somehow. He surmised that when he first found Class A, when they was fucking flashing that bitch old willy-nilly fucking premium black card type shit, it wasn't actually the bald-headed dude. They know that he's probably the class leader. It's too obvious. He's like, oh, it's probably the dude next to him, this dumbass motherfucker, bro. Got him. Boom. And then I don't remember how he got the person from classroom B, like the leader, but he's just smart as shit. So he guessed the leader from classroom B, and that's how he won. The whole time they're showing the flashback of what happened, and it's classroom A talking to classroom C saying, yo, let's just do this. Boom, 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 boom. Ryuin, classroom C leader, I'm gonna send everybody back. I'm gonna stay on the island, fucking under a tree for fucking 5 days. Cuts, bruises, look starved, deprived, fucking facial hair and all that shit. The teacher's gonna come back and report to me about what list. I give the list to classroom A. Classroom A puts the list down, and boom, they both get 1 and 2 in terms of leaderboards. Everything Gucci, everything good. Well, guess what? Even though they had Susanne's class card, the reason why she wasn't the leader, boom, 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 she wasn't the leader because she dropped out at the last minute. Ayana Koji said, yo, switch positions. I'm the leader. She can't go on. And under the rules, you can only switch classroom leaders due to something that's dire. And guess what? This bitch got drop kicked, fucked up, mud, sick, rain, all the shit. She's unconscious. Bam. I mean, you don't have to get sick, but you have to be like some type of like, it has to be something health related. So, I mean, the teacher saw that. They was like, all right, I guess it makes sense. And come to find out, Ian Koji set the whole shit up. He set the whole shit up. Fucking, he knew Shorty from Classroom C took the card, duh, dickhead. But the whole thing where he got, the whole thing with Susanne where she got mud on her, he set that whole thing up. He said, bro, I know you like Sakura to one of the delinquents. I know you like Sakura. Yo, put mud on Susanne's head real quick. I got you. I'm gonna give you her email address. Bang. That happens. He gets the key card flashed so that the girl from Classroom C could take it, and then he set the fire. He set the camp up so that the girl from Classroom C could leave. He set the whole shit up. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Y'all motherfuckers are stupid. I reign supreme. I'm finna win this bitch. Fuck is you guys talking about? Because I need to get behind what Sensei is talking about. Because we didn't even go into Sensei. Sensei was telling Ian Koji about how he needs to rise the ranks and do all this and do that because somebody said to them, or somebody gave them information about him, about his background. And he's like, okay, that motherfucker's after me again. Tell me everything I need to know, bitch ass motherfucker. And she's like, well, if you want that, if you truly want that, then prove yourself. Boom. He proves himself, wins the whole fucking island bullshit getaway summer vacation. And now that's where we left off at. They left off on something else, but we'll get to that after. All right. Does anybody have anything to say? I'm so sorry. That was a ramble, but hey.
Good ramble, good ramble.
Like I was talking fucking 50 hours, bro. Holy shit.
But yeah, I do agree when you say like, oh, okay, we just doing some bullshit now.
Like it's just bullshit. Like that whole thing, I surmised it, bro. Like that, I shortened it. That was a bunch of bullshit. Like straight up. Go ahead.
Yeah, when I'm seeing like, another beaten up girl shows up. Okay, we know we love beating up girls, and fires starting. Dudes are Tarzaning off and disappearing because they said you lose points if one of your people like gets sick or whatever. And this guy just voluntarily says, I'm sick, so he could go back to the ship immediately, and he's
I have
gone.
Chris.
I thought we was finally gonna see some great arc out of him, and he
Yep.
just like Tarzan's disappears. Boom. He's like, I'm calling in sick. Okay, that's that.
Vacation.
And I'm like, all right, bro. And then freaking fire starts and all this. I'm like, oh, okay, bro, we just doing some shit. We just doing shit after shit. Like, what's good, bro? And then we got to the Suzume, is that her name?
Susanne.
Horikita's fight. Yeah, that's when it started
Susanne.
turning up again. Started turning up again.
Mm-hmm.
We got that whole thing where that guy came back and he's like just looking like a crackhead.
Yeah, Riwin.
I thought we were about to get some crazy shit. Instead, all they did, that whole scene just served to make him go outside. That's all that was, bro. It just killed off his character instantly. Made my expectations go up for some grand reveal just for him to go out like a stupid crackhead. And then that episode ended. I was like, what?
Bro.
I'm like, we're just doing shit now.
It's insane. That shit actually took me. I'm like, I bet Riwin. Like, I'm like, okay, because I actually forgot that Riwin stayed on the island. So I'm like, oh shit, that's right. He stayed on the island. He sent everybody, and he stayed. But here's another thing too. They had two spies. They had a spy. They had a spy in classroom D and a spy in classroom B. The spy in classroom B actually was the leader. I think that was the rules. I think that's the rules and regulate in the contract that classroom A and C set up or some shit like that, whatever. But like it was all no, like he came back talking mad shit for him to be absolutely wrong. Like, look, like straight up cooked. Like it was just dumb as fuck. And the reason why Classroom B didn't get all their points is because they guessed Classroom D's leader wrong. GG's. Like, and then now, like and now everything's solved. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, again, Aina Koji is giving the credit to Suzune because he doesn't want to stand out. He doesn't want any of the fucking the hype or nothing like that. He doesn't want none of the drama. He just gonna do what he gotta do on the low, and he's just doing what he gotta do, bro. Right? We ain't talking spoilers, but season 2, episode 11. I thought it was the season, so I was watching for it, waiting for it. That was an episode that had Rion in it. That's all I'll say. Okay, bye. But you know, I've seen season 2, so I'm not gonna say too much. I would watch season 2 though, but I've seen season 2. Anyways, but in the end, the final like moment was Ayano Koji talking to the sensei, talking about like, all right, I passed the test. Now tell me what you know. Is that guy after me? And we don't know who the guy is, but we get a flashback from when he was in his detention or his whatever center, whatever bullshit center they had where they're trying to fucking turn these kids into super soldiers, head ass. He said, "Is that guy after me?" The teacher goes, "Well, the fact that I know everything about you, what does that tell you?" So she's being incognito and shit like that, whatever. And he's like, "All right, whatever, bitch." And then he goes to Suzune because Suzune is calling him out, and Suzune is like, "I just want to say thank you, begrudgingly so. I got to say thank you because you came through." And you just see her rambling, and then straight fire out of Aina Koji. She's out here blushing and being all shy but thankful and saying, Aina Koji, thank you so much. Like, I guess I can call you an ally. And in his head, all he's saying to himself is, little do you know, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care about none of you motherfuckers for real. All you guys are tools. I don't care what I have to do, but whatever I have to do to win, I'm going to do it. I'm a winner. You guys are losers, and you guys will be controlled. There's nothing you can do or say. I will use you to my liking. Stupid. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, damn. Because the whole time, you see Aina Koji, like, he be dropping gems, talking about, oh, someone's confessing to you with their whole heart and feelings. It's not easy for them. Da 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 da. I'm like, dropping gems. Boom. He's talking. He's being the counselor and everything for everybody else. And then all of a sudden, this motherfucker's like maniacal and diabolical. I'm like, damn, Aina Koji. He's straight ruthless, bro. He's like, I don't really give a fuck about you. Like, but I will use you. And I will use you as I see fit. I don't care about you. Fucking bitch over here that try to make me say I raped her and try to blackmail me. I'm gonna blackmail that bitch too. What? I'm like, what the fuck? Yo. And then that's the end of it. That's the end of it. I'm like, they did all this to end with this? I honestly, oh, I'm okay with it. Like, I was very much okay with the ending because I was like, I loved Aina Koji before. I love him even more now because now you get to see his real character, bro. Like, there's so much about his character that we don't know. We know the little stuff like, oh, he scored exactly 50 on all the tests and quizzes so that he can get in and remain average and above the line, but below the line. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to draw any unnecessary attention. He's smarter than he leads on. And that's all we really know. And that he was in a fucking facility where they just trying to breed superhumans. So I'm like, okay. This motherfucker, I mean, we know he could throw hands. He already showed it. Suzune had commented on his body one time saying he's really developed and shit. He's like, nah, I don't do no sports, bro. Calligraphy, did. Calligraphy, bitch. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how they ended it. So I was happy with the ending. I just wasn't happy too much with all that happened before. With that being said,
I did like I
go ahead.
liked the episode and all,
Mhm.
but I didn't. Although it was interesting, I didn't like how he was playing Horikita like that.
I,
I'm glad we got to see what he's really thinking and whatnot, but
yeah.
I was like, damn, I kind
I
of
remember,
feel bad.
you know what? I'm glad you said that because my first watch, I was like, no, bro, because I like Suzune. I actually fuck with Suzune heavy, and I was like, damn, that's so sad. He don't give a fuck about Suzune, bro. Fuck, dude. Like, that was sad to see. I remember when I first watched it, I thought that way, but watching it over, I'm like, hey man, fuck it, dude. No cat. Like I was like, this motherfucker cold. I wish I could be like that to a certain extent. Like obviously not really, but that motherfucker cold, boy. He don't give a fuck, bitch. What? Come on, stop playing. Listen, as long as he sees it through and it means to his end, it matters. Like that's all that matters. I was like, damn, I love certain ruthless characters in anime. That being said, he's my favorite character in the anime. It's not even close. Um, Susune's second, and that's about it. Teacher's third.
Uh, yeah. Wait, who's third?
The teacher.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if I felt this one the first watch, but teacher was kind of annoying me.
Really? Why?
Teacher, I don't like how she was moving. She was shady, bro, but not in like a good way for me. She was rubbing me the wrong way. I really like my favorite teacher scene is when Ayana
The drunk
Koji
girl.
freaking
Oh,
grabbed her by the freaking shirt,
yeah.
like picked her up, like, what you said about expelling me, bitch?
She
Like that was 100% warranted because she was moving crazy.
was moving
At
crazy.
first, I was like, I liked her at first, and then as the show went on, I'm like, yo, she's moving shady, she's moving crazy.
Hi, Zeph. I got you, Zeph. I need to get another water. But yeah, I think yeah, mine is hi Zeph, how are you? My like I said, my favorite is Aina Koji, Suzune, and then teacher. Anybody else, feel free to tell me your favorite character and then
And
also
then
the rating. But
also we did not really get back into, you know, the bubbly girl, her dark side. We didn't even get back into that, which was her only redeeming factor. So it was like, okay, the hell was that about? Just like Tarzan over here, like, okay.
well, they did show like the bubbly girl was like, if you were to choose between me and Suzune, who would you choose? And he was like, I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
she started moving like she got a crush on him on the low
Yeah,
low.
facts. I Koji favorite for sure. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's like
I did like that though. I did like her little corny. I like Ayana Koji just like everybody else.
everybody like I like
But
Anna
it
Koji.
was it
Suzune,
was interesting
Sakura.
coming from her because she whenever she like goes into the showing she kind of likes him, she goes into her dark side. So I did find that interesting.
Facts.
But I mean, everybody likes the guy, you know. We like the guy. She liked the guy. The dog likes the guy.
Crazy, bro. Anna Koji's crazy, bro. What was everyone's rating?
Uh,
I'm gonna be
with
honest for
that said,
me.
though,
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest
mm,
for me, bro. The rewatch dropped in like a decent bit. It dropped a decent
the
bit for me.
rewatch definitely drops. That's why
Yeah, there's
if you watch
yeah.
this shit like years ago, I don't, yo, you need to reevaluate your score, bro.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But
Rewatching
um,
this definitely for sure. I watched it so long ago, and like rewatching it, I'm like, God damn, bro. What the
yeah, when I
fuck?
first seen this, I was like, yeah, this shit's fire. The
Crazy, bro.
whole, pretty, almost the whole thing, yeah, fire. And now on rewatch, I'm like, yo, this has too much of this bubbly girl, too much fan service on her.
Yep.
She has the most annoying voice and freaking. She's like the youngest sounding and looking, and we get all the fan service on her. Then
Yeah, that's facts.
a lot of the script, when you know what happens, like there's not much substance to it on
Yeah.
rewatch. And certain characters stand out more as just, why are you even here on rewatch? Like,
No, bro,
like
for real,
freaking
for real.
Tarzan.
Tarzan.
I'm like,
I'm like,
God.
why is Tarzan even here, bro? Yo, he got shown 3 times and he's aura farming every time, bro. And then the last time you see him, he literally fucking ran away. He literally ran away and said, "Fuck this shit. I'm enjoying my vacation." And then when they pull it back to the boat and they're like, "Yo, where the fuck were you at?" He said, "I got sick." Like, okay, bro, like this motherfucker
I
is
really
so
thought that was
stupid,
his
bro.
arc, bro. I thought that was his, oh, we need muscles for this test.
Yeah,
He's gonna come in clutch. He's gonna freaking body everyone if we have to. Nope.
I thought
He's
he was
like,
gonna be moving on some Doctor Stone shit, bro. I'm like, oh, he one of them.
Watch me swing. Watch me
No,
whip."
no cap, bro. I think he's about to be moving on some fucking Dr. Stone shit, Subasa and them type shit, bro. But I guess not, man. But yeah. So what is everyone's rating? Let me know for anybody that watched it. I'll tell you mine. I'll tell you mine. This is a. Actually, I might need to. For me, it's between a 7.6 and a 7.8. Um. Hmm. Like it's in that range, 7.6 to 7.8 for me. I think I'm because Iron Koji's still so good. I think I'm gonna give it a 7.8. I'm gonna go 7.8.
For me, on first watch, I would have probably give this around an 8.1
8.5.
ish.
Oh, for me it's 8.5. My first time watching
I
this, it was definitely
don't
8.5.
I don't know what I didn't think of a rating the first time, but it was definitely over an 8
Yeah.
on rewatch. I'm like, okay, it's still over an 8 until we started getting to
Judo and
halfway into the show. Yeah,
yeah, bro.
halfway into the show, I'm like, okay, bro.
Hmm. I'm
It
set 7.6.
I'm gonna say like a 7.9.
Okay, 7.9. 7.9. 7.9. Let me see if I can get the boys picks.
Like realistically, I would give it lower than that, but I'm giving it some grace because the shock value, it's not its fault that it's gone.
No facts.
It's a
That's what.
rewatch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the shock. I wasn't. To be honest, I wasn't doing off the shock value. I was doing off the fact that like the substance wasn't hitting. Like, damn, bro. Like, they're really missing a lot of substance with this shit, bro. God, like you don't really notice obviously because the first time it's all new, so you're like, oh
Yeah,
shit. Like, but when you rewatch it, like we rewatched a lot of these, and I'm like, there's good substance, but
there's
I'm
a
like,
good substance, bro. The shows where we know exactly what happens, but it's
exactly what happens,
executed
bro.
so good.
Even the sad parts, you know what I'm saying? Like certain scenes that even have like, you know what I'm saying? For Don Don, we still rewatch that shit, and that shit was still a masterpiece. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
bro. Like, so,
Like when I
um,
started up Parasite for the fourth time, I'm like, wow, this has a
true.
lot of substance in the writing.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
I was just impressed all over again.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
it just shows the difference between some of these shows, bro. Like some of them is just fluff.
Yeah.
It's not real substance.
Fact, bro. That's a fact. Um, I'm waiting to hear back from the boys. But in the meantime, let's go to the wheel.
Damn, where'd everyone go, bro?
Oh, okay. Chris said my rating is at 8.1. Also, shout out to Jay Will. Jay Will redid the and his brother. Shout out to what's his name? What's his brother's name again, Chris? Josiah. Shout out to Josiah and Jay Will, man. Um, we have a newly, freshly done WeebWatch rating sheet. So now you can see the weeklies in black, monthlies in green, movies in blue. And we have it to where you can go to the movies. Like there's a tab where it says movies, and it'll show you all the movies that we watched. Okay, and our ratings for it, which is fucking fire, bro. Which is absolutely heat. Okay. And then when you go to the monthly, you see the monthlies in green. Absolutely heat. You can see everyone's rating for it. And like I feel like this is just insane. This is just so sick. Like, talk about fucking spreadsheet. I mean, holy fuck, these guys are insane. And then we even have the weeklies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is everyone's ratings throughout all the weeks and all the different. Like, this is crazy. And then now we even has a suggestion tab. So when we do our suggestions, we can see the week that it was added, the date it was added. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is just dope, bro. I think this is really dope. I think they did a great job. So shout out to them for the fucking for the additions and the revisions to the sheet because they did God's work. They did God's work. I'm not gonna cap. Chris gave it an 8.1. Where's Chris? 8.1. Boom. 8.1. For the next monthly, better be your lie in April, or else I'm writing. Shut up, Mitty. Mitty, did you watch Clash from the Elite? The first? Did you rewatch this shit? Both of them are such XO nerds, bro. It's insane. I love it. Like they're so good with this shit. But anyways, let's get to the wheel. Without further ado, we spent a lot of time on this one. Um, like I said, we have to give due diligence to everyone. Rewatch kind of mid 7.5. Okay, bet. Mitty says 7.5. Where's Mitty can 7.5. Chris, also, Mitty's pulling up to the parade on Sunday, bro. So let me know you at so we can all like meet up and shit. Mitty, you get to Mitty, you've seen them already, but I don't. It's probably been a long time since you guys like saw each other. But yeah, okay, 7.5. So right now,
Is,
what happened?
is LK gonna show up out of nowhere and give it a 9.8?
Yeah, where is it? Okay, okay. We have a 7.9 from CJ, 8.1 from Chris. We have 7.6 from M, 7.8 from me, 7.5 from Mitty. The average is 7.8. Honestly, that's fair. That's fair. All right, without further ado, let's get into this wheel, baby. But like I said, any and every anime, we need to spend the time that's necessary on it because we don't want to miss anything. Sinful Gear is out. Also, next week we're going to be adding to the wheel. Next week we are adding to the wheel. Also, we're doing the WeebWatch on Monday because Sunday is a big St. Patty's Day parade for a lot of us, and I will try to stream some of it and show you guys how crazy it is over here. We throw the fourth biggest parade in the nation, or it used to be fourth. I don't know if it still is, but we throw the fourth biggest parade, St. Patty's Day parade in the nation. Is going to be bonker buku nuts. So yeah, tune in next Sunday as well. House Movie Castle is gone. It's gone. Ooh. Elusive Samurai gone. Just don't show my junkets. I'm dead, bro. Good looks. I was ready to join. No. I was ready to join Black. No. I'm gonna be fucked up too, bro. Undead Unwanted Adventurer gone. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that to us, bro. Yeah. We need that. That's. I'm gonna do an IRL stream for the parade. Mid five
What's
at best.
Matthews talking about?
Man, mid five at best is crazy. What's good with you, Matt? Doro Hidoro is gone. Yeah, Chris, we're gonna do some IRL, baby. Sheesh. 86 is gone. We have top three: Made in Abyss, Odd Taxi, and Reincarnated as an Aristocrat.
Bro, this show is really testing my veto powers, bro.
You gotta wait though. You vetoed already, bro.
I know. Like this show really testing.
You test stuff, cry, bro. So how's your guild been? It's been good, man. We chilling, vibing. I'm not super like I don't know. I'm not super into the game, but I'm trying. I'm trying, bro. Wow, the wheel might be in top form. Reincarnated as an Aristocrat is gone. It is between Odd Taxi and Made in the Abyss. Boom, boom, boom. And this week's is Made in the Abyss. W.
W.
W. Made in the Abyss is this week's. Remember, the WeebWatch for it will be next Monday. Next Monday, okay? Next Monday would be the WeebWatch for it because Sunday I will be doing an IRL stream from the parade. It's a very big parade. It's actually a parade I used to march in as well when I was a part of band in high school. And it's a good time. It's a fun time. So I think you guys will like enjoy it. I won't be doing it for too long, but it'll be maybe like 40 to an hour, or it might be split up. Like maybe I'll stream at my homie's crib, then I'll stream at the parade at the bar for a little bit. I don't want to do too much at the bar because there's just mad heads, and you know what I'm saying, like I'm trying to respect people. So and their privacy, and everyone be fucking absolutely belligerent. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. But that means next Monday is going to be the WeWatch Made in Abyss W Classroom of the Elite. You know, it's kind of sad because this is one of my like more preferred and enjoyed animes. But just the first season rewatch just really didn't hit as I would have liked it to. But you know, W WeWatch, man. WeebWatch.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll say I saw season two, and I do like season two. For
I do
anyone
like
wondering.
season two. I like season two a lot. For people that doesn't catch that it's a troll, he do be trying really hard. I'll be using tips I learned on Friday, JK. I'm crying, bro. Mitty, that's so funny. Mitty, you stupid as hell, bro. But nah, for real, bro. Just you know what I'm saying? Come through. We're gonna have fun, man. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be me, Mitty. I'm gonna be Chunky, McBiggie, J Will. I'm gonna see all my dogs, you know what I'm saying? Um, one of my boys is throwing like a little party for his 30th too, which is last minute and diabolical to do on that day, knowing how crazy the parade is. But I'm gonna try to stop by there too. But it's kind of wicked. I mean, it's kind of wicked. But hopefully it's good. Hopefully I have a decent connection, and hopefully it's a little something fun, whatever. But anyways, WB Watch, man. Anybody dipping out? Have a good rest of your Sunday, rest of your weekend, good week. You know what I'm saying?